nest syndrome and became a fan of Skype to hear their voices and smiling faces. I have a few reflections on my mother's life. I hereby call this meeting to order. How many times did my mother say that when she was president of various clubs and organizations that she belonged to? As a registered parliamentarian, I imagine she told St. Peter at the pearly gates, now that the minutes of my life have been read, I move that they be accepted. At the Saucepan Women's Club meeting in 2005, where my mother was nominated to be an honorary member, already being an honored member, Shirley Elkington said, "The club has taken advantage of this skill at many business meetings over the past 35 years. The members would be asked to vote on an issue. Inevitably, the order of the vote would become unclear. The vote would be stopped. Ask Martha what the correct way to proceed. She would calmly explain the procedure to the satisfaction of all present. She has been my personal parliamentarian. She gave me my first Robert Rules of Order when I was president of my sorority pledge class. I have turned to her many times to consult on how to handle a sticky situation at numerous meetings I have presided over. She was always there. On the dreadful day that I had to tell my mother that she was transferring to hospice services, she responded, "But I still have so much information that I need to get out." I told her that she had better get started. The story she told me was how she and my father bought their wedding rings down the street at a jeweler on Princess Street. She went on to talk about their engagement at the Poets Bench on the hill, up the hill from here at Bulkley and Harrison. I asked what they did afterwards, and she told me they went to visit both their families and tell them the exciting news. I've been wondering, out of all the stories that she could have picked that day to tell me, why she picked this one. I think the love that my parents shared for 61 wedded years and longer, if you count their engagement, was very strong, and that is a message for all of us. As a child, if I was in trouble, it was not my given name that was used, it was Child of the Covenant. A testament that I was a product of this holy bond of their marriage. I think their marriage worked because they were always there for each other. My brothers and I have gone down many different paths in our lives, whether it was religion, occupation, relationships. My mother was always there and accepting of what we were doing. It may have taken some time for her to come around, but she always did and loved us and our spouses and our children. Whether we needed physical, financial, or emotional support, she was always there. My mother was a rule follower and was always in charge. In a condolence note, she was even called bullheaded. She was mentally sharp to the very end, keeping me on my toes, making sure I was giving her the correct medications at the right time. She loved living with our family for 14 years. She loved going to our daughter's sporting events. She didn't complain when we took her to Catholic Mass, although she made sure that the priest knew that she was Presbyterian. She loved our dogs, Ozzie and Harriet, and they loved her, or was it the crumbs that she dropped? She seemed to always be there. It's hard not to come home and find her sitting in her green chair. She was always there. I hereby call her life adjourned.